And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in once again, JT Realmuto in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Striding into the box, Will Myers. He was a ground-out victim last time up. As a look, now the pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Chopper to short. Scooped up on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the 9th now in game 3. It's the Phillies 8 and the Dodgers 6. Number 24 will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 24.
Blake Trinan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the 2-0 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. David Robertson comes out. out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
For the Phillies, number 30, David Robertson.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Little flare out to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
That ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0 misses off the plate.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Here's Corey Seager. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Barnes over at second. Gonzalez is over at first with one away. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Second baseman number 22, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman Jason Kipnis. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Myers. Can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the run will score all the way from first. It's an 8-8 ball game.
Boy, talk about on the brink of losing one. How about that? It's a huge base hit here at the top of the ninth after trailing by 2.
Yeah, Dan, you could attest to this. The last 3 outs, I don't care what anyone says, they're the toughest outs to get in the game.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And it's grounded just foul down the line. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 0-1 takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Count remains at 0-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. All squared up even in Philadelphia through 8.5. The Phillies have a chance to walk it off. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Right fielder, Tommy Pham.
From the stretch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Now the 2-0 home. Laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well at 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
The 2-1 is low and outside for a ball. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses here. Ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Step on the bag for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn 2 pretty smooth.
Oscar Hernandez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Hernandez, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Phillies go down quietly there. Score remains even at 8 apiece. Sanchez takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Cody Bellinger will stand in again, and his at-bat back in the 8th was certainly a big moment in the ballgame. A 3-run home run that helped us get to where we are now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that's off the left field wall. He'll get it into second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. In the dirt here. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Taylor, originally from the state of Virginia, he was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
2-1 to count. Now the 2-1. And that one just missed outside. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Striding in once again, Austin Barnes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. And it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to count to Austin Barnes.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw home. He's safe at the plate. And in the late stages of Game 3, they've broken the tie.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Eric Gonzalez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Stepping in, Andrew Toles. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Myers. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. LA's on top, 9-8. Kenley Jansen takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Jansen comes set. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. a strike.
Yep, 3-1.
And the winning run will reach. It's a leadoff walk to start the home half here in extra innings.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. The swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
The 2-1 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And the count will be full. 2 out, nobody on. Philly down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Dodgers take a 2-1 advantage in this division series. James Hoyt is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.